G'day everybody, Strummin Steve here. This is lesson number 3. Now if you haven't caught the first lessons and you'd like to, please go back and have a look at them. These lessons are proving to be quite popular. They're actually for absolute beginners. So I've called this series Strummin Steve's Easy Guitar Lessons for Absolute Beginners. Original title. Anyway, we've had a couple. Just to refresh your memory, the first lesson we learnt the chord of baby G and also E minor. We put them into a song called El Condor Pasa. Second lesson, we learnt an additional chord. It was the chord of D. And then we put the chords of D and baby G into a song called Tom Dooley. Now today's lesson, I want to go a step further and show you a new chord. And this chord is called A7th. It's a cool chord. You'll like it. So here's how you do it. 4th string, and remember the strings are counted from the top down, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 4th string, middle finger, or 1st finger, whichever you feel comfortable with. Maybe try the 1st finger today. 1st finger, 4th string on the 2nd fret, right there. Now, middle finger, 2nd string, 2nd fret. So they're both in the same fret, the 2nd fret. One's on the 4th string and one's on the 2nd string. Now that's the chord of A7th. Now with A chords, you can normally play 5 strings. Alrighty, so let's strum an A7th. When you've got it, here we go. Yeah, that's A7. Very good. Now when you're ready, just go to D. Now do you remember D? Now all you need to do from A7th to D is move those 2 down 1 string each. So the 4th goes to the 3rd and the 2nd goes to the 1st. So it's from 4 and 2 down to 3 and 1. Still in the same fret, fret number 2. And then you've got to put your nose in. So there's the 2 eyes, put the nose in there and it becomes a D chord. And once again, you can strum 5 strings. That's a D chord. Okay. Now, when you're ready, go back to A7th. Here we go. So everything goes up 1, and you just lose the nose. Don't need the nose for A7. And go back to D. Down 1, put the nose in. Alrighty. Now you've got your pinky hanging out there, so when you go to a G, you just lose all of that, put your pinky down. Right there, 3rd fret, 1st string. That's a baby G. 4 strings you can strum with baby G. Okay. So with that A7th, we should now have learnt 4 chords. Baby G, E minor, and we used those 2 for El Condor Pasa in the first lesson. Then we learned a D chord in the second lesson, and we put that into Tom Dooley. Now we've learned an A7th chord. Now we're going to do today a song called You Are My Sunshine. Now everybody knows that song. So I need you to go get a pen and paper. Actually 2 pens, a blue one and a red one. And a sheet of A4 paper. Just a bit of photocopy paper, long as it's plain. Because we're going to write out the first verse of You Are My Sunshine. So just pause the video whenever you need to. Because the first line, once you've got those, the pens and the paper, write in blue, the first line is, You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Then leave about an inch or 25 mil space between lines, because the second line is, You make me happy when skies are grey. Third line, You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Fourth line, Please don't take my sunshine away. All right. So let me know when you've got those 4 lines written. Good. Now, what we need to do is get our red pen, and above the word sunshine on the first line, you need to put a red D, capital D, the D chord, and especially on the syllable sun, because that's when you hit your first D, on the sun in sunshine on the first line. Now, when you get to the word happy, on the second line, you put a red G, because that's when you change to the G chord, especially on the syllable hap. So the syllable hap in the word happy, that's where you put a red G. When you get to the word grey, I think that's also in the second line, you put another D. When you get to the word no, I think that's the third line, you put a big red G. When you get to the word love, third line, above the word love, a big red D. When you get to the word sunshine in the final line, particularly on the syllable sun, that's where you put A seventh. So a big capital A with a little 7 next to it. That signifies it's the chord called A seventh, okay? And then away, the last word, particularly on the syllable way, that's where you put another D, the D chord. Okay, so having done all that, what we need to do now is strum along to the song. Now, I'll take care of the singing. Unless you want to sing along, that's perfectly fine. But I just need you to strum along with me. And as usual, when we first start any song, we just do simple down strokes with our thumb, okay? So get yourself a D. Now, we don't play the first D until I'm singing that word sunshine in the first line, particularly the syllable sun. When I sing that word sun, that's when you hit your first D. And go about this speed, real slow, okay? All right. Are you up for this challenge? This song has got a few more chord changes in it than the previous couple of songs that we've done, and that's good for you because it'll get you into the groove of changing chords quite regularly, and you get used to those chords. After a while, you'll find muscle memory kicks in, and you won't even need to think about it too much. But when you first start off, it feels a little bit awkward. You're a little bit slow changing chords. Don't even worry about that. That's perfectly normal. Okay, so get yourself a D into a D shape. That's that one. 2 eyes and a nose. Okay, don't play the first D while I'm singing the word sun. Here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. There you go. Beautiful song. You Are My Sunshine. It's got a few more verses, but they're all the same. The main aim is to try and get those chord changes nice and smooth. Now, that'll probably take a while. And here's the thing. You need to slow it down as much as you need to, as much as necessary, in order to get your chord changes nice and smooth. No point going really fast and then having a gap between while you're trying to find a new chord. Because that kind of ruins the song. Because the speed doesn't matter about the speed, because the speed will come later. As you get familiar with the chords and the changes, you'll speed it up. But just for the sake of starting off, learning those chords, learning to change those chords with confidence, just take it very slow. Now, there's one other thing I'd like to show you today, and this is one of the tricks of the trade. Even professional guitarists use this trick. I like to call it the phantom strum. It's a strum that you do when you're not strumming. Well, not really. You never stop strumming. Keep on strumming. If you have to stop strumming between chord changes, well, people will notice that. But sometimes you just need an extra half a second to find the next chord. And that's where the phantom strum comes in handy. Let me demonstrate. What I'm going to do is just do You Are My Sunshine again. But just before the change to G on Happy, I'm going to do a phantom strum, just one. And then just before the change to D on Grey, I'll do a phantom strum. A phantom strum, by the way, is a strum without any chord. It's like that. That's a phantom, just like that. It's a strum that you do while you're finding the next chord. Just gives you half a second, maybe a second to find the next chord. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, here we go. Let me try and demonstrate. Where were we? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Okay. So instead of doing, for example, 4 Ds and then a G, you just do 3 Ds, then the phantom, then your G. Or when you're changing from G to D, instead of 4 Gs or 8 Gs, whatever it might be, say it's 8 Gs, you just do 7. And on the 8th strum, you're finding the next chord. Like that. So you go, okay. It just helps you, gives you a little bit of time to find the next chord, especially if you're not that familiar with it. And don't be afraid to use the phantom strum, because even professionals use that, particularly when they're finding, complicated bar chords and they have to change quite regularly. Because if you just do a phantom strum, not many people can pick up the fact that you're just strumming a phantom like that. As long as you don't stop strumming. That's my motto. Keep on strumming. Never stop strumming. I guess that's why they call me Strummin Steve. I never stop strumming. Anyway, I hope all that was very helpful to you, especially to you folks out there that are just starting off on your guitar journey, the absolute beginners. All right. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Turn on the notification bell if you want more of these lessons. And thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.